Wilson Morales from Black Women TV. Hello, Tatyana. How's it going?
Hello, it's going great. How are you?
Good. So, how long ago did you know that you would be coming back to this franchise? At least something new. In a different role.
I didn't know it for that long. I think I heard about it in the midst of them shooting. They were shooting season two already, and maybe weeks before I shot is when the offer came in. So it was pretty, par for the course for an actor doing a
No,
recurring part on a
no,
show.
no, not just any actor. Not just any actor. So talk to me about the character you're playing and what went into saying yes to coming on to this show, playing a different character that people already know this is where you started your career from.
Yeah, my character's name is Mrs. Hughes. She's a teacher at Bel-Air Academy. She's a current teacher to Ashley Banks, played by Akira Akbar. And she's the kind of teacher who is very much a mentor to her students, especially young Black students that she sees a spark in. And despite the curriculum that she's allowed to teach at Bel-Air Academy, she goes into her personal library to share with Ashley, books by Black women authors, Black feminists, Black radical authors, Black poets, so that Ashley can learn a little bit about herself and her own lineage. And of course, drama takes over because of those actions. And I think it's a really important storyline given what's going on in the country right now. And I was very excited to be a part of telling that story. Really loved what Bel-Air did in the first season. So I was excited to be a part of this second season. For me, it's very much its own show. It's different from Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Bel-Air is its own world in so many ways. But I was excited also that Mrs. Hughes, that all of my scenes are with Ashley, with
Mhm.
with Akira. It's so
It-
cool.
what you just mentioned just now with the books that she's helping her read or so forth. How much did you have growing up reading these type of books? That it's important for people to know about these subjects.
Yeah, I had two different environments, right? I had an environment where once I started working on Fresh Prince, I had what is called a studio teacher, which is a teacher slash social workers for a child actor, and I had incredible teachers. And so I had the private school experience because I just moved from California, from New York, where I went to a public school. I was an actor. I had that experience very much like Bel-Air Academy, where, the curriculum was restricted. But then I had these tutors who were studio teachers who um, saw me where I was, who I was, and fed that. People like James Avery also, exposing me to Sonia Sanchez and Nikki Giovanni as, a 14, 15-year-old girl. Um,
Mhm.
they're so, those literatures and those thinkers are so formative for me that I don't know. It felt very kismet to be offered a character like Mrs. Hughes.
As you mentioned, most of your scenes are with Akira, but what's it like being on this set with this cast? Where it's more like you said, this show is more of a dramatic as opposed to the comedy that Fresh Prince of Bel Air was. So it's two different types of sets. So what
Yeah.
was it like? What's it like working with this cast?
I've been doing a lot of dramas for the last 10 or so years. So that part was cool. The cast, they are boisterous, they are fun, they love each other, they have so much fun with each other. When they learned that I was, on set and in my trailer, I just heard fists like during lunch. I was like, what is going on? And I opened the door and they were all outside, like, hey, welcome. And to be honest, that's how the original cast was. That's how we all were too. So I felt very welcome, very welcome.
And then, obviously, I've seen you on different projects over the years. What goes into saying yes to taking on any projects that you do?
I love I'm interested in what the story has to say, what lesson the story has to teach. And I don't make judgments on anybody else, but for me, for me, it has to resonate with, what my purpose is as an actor and as a performer. Um, I think art and storytelling can feed us, I think it can teach us, it can engender empathy, make us fall in love, make us believe in love again. It can do so. So if the project resonates with me in those ways, in a way that, like I can get into what this story is trying to do, then then of course I look for character and I look for the writing. Like, can I say these words? Do they make sense to me?
You know,
Um, you know, all of those things. It's a lot of things. Sometimes you read something and you can see what you might be able to do with it. And sometimes you read stuff and you can't. And you're like, maybe this is for somebody else because like I don't feel it. I don't know how to say that.
and working with Akira, do you see yourself in her at that age that she's at now? I was like, I used to be like that, and have you had a conversation with her so that way when she's looking up to you, knowing that she's playing a different role from what you played?
I told Akira when I met her via FaceTime in the first season to let her light shine and to make the character truly her own. As I've come to know her and her mom while we were filming, she is incredibly down to earth, genuine, and they're those are such beautiful qualities. You know, any advice I have would be exactly what Miss Hughes actually told her. Don't let anybody ever change you.
Mm-hmm. It's good to see you on this
Got
show,
everything you need.
obviously. But I was going to say, it's good to see you on the show. I've seen some of the other movies you've done, whether it's Hallmark or something else, you continue to work. So keep going with what you do. We're here to support. Take care.
Thank you so much.